In a move that sent shockwaves through the global entertainment industry, Jungkook, the youngest member of BTS and a global music icon, reportedly turned down a massive solo world tour offer, not due to injury nor personal pressure. This decision, which surprised management and triggered speculation among fans, was made for one name, Jimin. The question is, what would make a world-class artist capable of selling out stadiums in minutes postpone his solo endeavor just for a fellow group member? Is this pure loyalty, or is there a more complex story behind it? Internal sources confirm that by the end of 2024, right before Jungkook was scheduled to complete his military service, the blueprint for the solo world tour was finalized. Strategic venues in the US, Japan, the UK, and Paris had been secretly booked. Tour visuals, an initial setlist, and costumes had passed through the curation stage. Even luxury fashion houses were reportedly directly involved in the artistic stage design that would highlight Jungkook's solo side, a celebration marking the Golden Magne's return to the global stage as an individual, not as part of a group. Then suddenly, everything stopped. The proposal was cancelled. Dates erased from the calendar.
Sponsorship discussion frozen.
When asked why, one sentence from an insider leaked to the media: "If I'm going to be on stage, it has to be with him." The him in that statement was never explicitly mentioned. But for those who closely observe BTS dynamics, there was no need to guess. It was about Jimin. This speculation surfaced following the release of Jimin's album Muse in July 2024. Despite its strong and highly anticipated musical content, the album was released to the public with no active promotion. No showcase, no interviews, no live performances. Some attributed it to military service, but the silence was too glaring to ignore. Behind the scenes, Jungkook reportedly listened to the album in private and simply said, "It's not over." These 4 words were said to be the turning point that made him question the urgency of his own solo tour. To Jungkook, Jimin is not just a co-worker. He is someone who, in Jungkook's own words, saw me before I saw myself. Their bond is not only musical but emotional and historical, built since their trainee days, strengthened through thousands of hours of practice, performances, and travels. As Jimin faded into promotional silence, Jungkook chose not to shine alone. This move shocked many. In an industry shaped by algorithms and maximum monetization, rejecting a world tour is akin to burning money publicly. Jungkook's solo tour had a projected revenue of over $100 million, with global sponsors lining up since early 2023. But Jungkook, in silence, chose otherwise. Producers involved in the tour's early stages called the decision financially illogical, yet deeply human. The source added, Jungkook didn't want a huge spotlight when Jimin is in the shadows. This statement adds emotional depth to the whole dynamic. It's not about reluctance to perform, but about who is or isn't sharing the stage, i.e. this sacrifice, or resistance against an entertainment system that's relentless and unforgiving. Perhaps both. Jungkook is not just an artist with millions of followers. He is a symbol of how a new generation redefines success, not through numbers and stages alone, but through a genuine sense of connection with those around them. Amid the narrative storm, there's a rising possibility that Jungkook's decision is also strategic. Rumors suggest he and Jimin are preparing a joint project. Some sources mention the possibility of a special duet, a collaborative EP, or even a documentary series recording their journey back to the stage post-military service. If true, then this delay isn't an ending, it's the beginning of something bigger. Yet not everyone buys into this narrative without doubt. In the age of content and clickbait, skepticism arises. Is this truly a personal decision, or a carefully designed marketing campaign built to create drama and deepen fan engagement? The fact that key information comes only from anonymous insiders and social media speculation makes many question the story's validity. BTS's management has yet to issue an official statement. Jungkook and Jimin remain silent.
No confirmation, no denial.
This silence suggests two possibilities. 1. The story is real but too personal to share. 2. It's a stage not yet revealed, and what we're seeing is merely part of a larger script. Regardless of the truth, one thing is clear. Jungkook's decision to forego a tour for Jimin has sparked wide discussion. Amid the flood of celebrity imagery and streaming races, such a choice, whether sincere or strategic, changes the conversation. It raises themes of solidarity, loyalty, and the courage to stay silent when the world demands performance. Some fans call this move a quiet revolution. That a major star chose not to shine alone is a powerful statement in an increasingly individualistic world. That he waited for Jimin, not out of weakness, but belief in a greater moment of togetherness. Now that Jimin has officially completed his military service, speculation has peaked. Will they return as a duo, or as two parts of a broader BTS reunion? No one knows for sure. But one thing is clear, the world is watching, not just for the music, but for an emotionally charged moment of truth. However, amid the emotional whirlwind circulating so intensely, we must ask a crucial question. Did Jungkook truly reject a solo world tour for Jimin? Or is this a carefully crafted fabrication designed for dramatic effect? In a digital era dominated by viral content and easily triggered emotions, we as information consumers must do more than just passively watch. We must become critical analysts, questioning, investigating, challenging. Let's start with the sources. Information about Jungkook's surprising decisions spread via platforms like TikTok, YouTube, Twitter, and online media, not all of which adhere to investigative journalism standards. Many claims stem from anonymous accounts, insider leaks, and selectively edited video clips to reinforce a particular narrative. The question is, how much can we trust these sources? Are we witnessing open truth, or a backstage performance? Further, we must explore, why is this story emerging now? Isn't the timing, just before Jimin's military discharge, too perfect? Is this an organic, emotional coincidence, or a strategic maneuver designed to rekindle public enthusiasm ahead of a grand reunion? Think about it. If the tour rejection was a heartfelt personal decision, why did the info surface via social media leaks rather than an official statement? Could this silent leak strategy be a new way to engage fans through indirect yet emotionally resonant methods? Is Jungkook's sacrifice narrative a genuine act of friendship, or an emotional script carefully written to bind the fan base even deeper? Most of us want to believe that BTS members' relationships are deep and meaningful, enough to make such a decision based on loyalty. But the real question is, do we believe that because it's true, or because we want it to be true? Are we consuming reality, or a collective emotional fantasy crafted by the industry? There's nothing wrong with hope or believing in beautiful things, but we must not ignore the potential for manipulation. The entertainment world knows the art of emotional choreography well, crafting stories, building anticipation, and stirring public feeling to create a powerful connection, even for unverified narratives. The fact that neither big hit music, HYB, Jungkook, nor Jimin have issued any official statements about this issue only adds to the ambiguity. Why are they silent? Does silence mean agreement? Or is it a form of crisis management to let the story grow organically without confirmation, and let the fans speculate strategy? This leads us to a deeper reflection. Do we, as the audience, truly want the truth? Or do we just want a story that feels true? Can we still distinguish reality from illusion in a world constantly selling emotion as product? If this narrative is merely part of a marketing maneuver, does it tarnish the authenticity we've always associated with figures like Jungkook and Jimin? But regardless of the speculation, one thing is undeniable. The story works. It touches, moves, and reignites discussion among millions of fans awaiting a big post-military moment. From online community discussions to major media coverage, its viral effect has spread widely. But is that enough reason to believe it's all true?